What's up everyone, Zach Friesen from Finance Bro here, and today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons to college. Before I go over the pros and cons to college, I want you guys to comment your thoughts on college. What do you guys think it's worth it? Whether you guys think it isn't worth it. What are your thoughts? I want to know. Comment them down below and I will engage with you whenever this goes up. So both me and Kyle that run Finance Bro both go to college, and I just wanted to tell you that this is from an actual student's perspective. I'm a junior at Northern Arizona University. I'm studying strategic communication with an emphasis in advertising, and Kyle is studying business administration, I believe. So we're both coming from the college perspective, and these are my views. I don't know if they're indicative of Kyle's views, but these are my views on college. So first, let's talk about the pros of college. First, I want to talk about the connections. As you can see, I am in a fraternity. It is Kappa Alpha Order at NAU, and I love it. I've made so many connections. There's about 80 guys in my chapter, and we just initiated 10 more. So I'm getting 90 people that I can go to post-college and be like, yo, I remember you were in business. What are you doing now? And if we're in the same sector, maybe we do business down the line. It's making connections. And even if you're not in Greek life or in a sorority or a fraternity, there's still a lot of things that you can do to get involved, such as clubs on campus or just like interacting with people in class. So the connections part about college is really good in my opinion, and that makes it somewhat worth it. Now this is the one my mom really stresses. Getting a degree. Getting a degree is kind of just safe to have that to fall back on when you're applying to places. Say your resume is weak in one place, but so is another guy's. If you have the degree, you'll probably get the job over them. So that part about college is good. You get a degree at the end that says, hey, I did it. I'm good in this area. So another pro to college is job opportunities in the future. Not only does it teach you about your area, so for me, advertising, not only does it teach you about advertising, but it also helps you get connected and get into internships that could later down the line lead to job opportunities, and it just prepares you for the workforce after college. So that is the last pro I see in college. There's definitely more, but I'm not trying to make this an 18-minute long video. So now for the cons of college. The average student that comes out of college with $30,000 in debt. Let's not even talk about out-of-state kids, which I am. Luckily, my parents pay for my education, so that's kind of why I'm here, or else I wouldn't want to put myself, it would be more than $30,000 into debt. But my parents have set that up for me, so I'm very grateful, and thank you, Mom and Dad, love you. It doesn't make sense financially to start out your career $30,000 in the hole, and for most people that are going out of state and to these high colleges, like really good colleges, it's going to be more like $100,000 in debt. So it just doesn't make sense from a financial standpoint to start out $100,000 or even just $30,000 in debt when you're going to be paying that back for like the next 10 years or more if you keep letting the interest accrue. Here's another con. You spend 4 years of your life, say we live even 100 years, that's being generous, of our life on this earth, and you're spending 4 years literally losing so much money, and the returns, as you see, I only have 3 pros, and those pros were good, but it's also setting you back a lot. The interest accrued on debt is insane, and people don't really realize it because they don't even like to look at it after they just make their monthly payments, and if they miss one, it's whatever, but that interest accrued is crazy. And you spend 4 years of your life not working towards anything, if that makes sense. If you're doing internships, if you're getting into your field during college, that's great, but you're also not putting your full attention to those things either. So say you're doing an internship, you also have homework due Monday through Friday, and even probably Saturday and Sunday you have to do homework as well. So you're not really giving those internships your full attention, where you're probably learning way more than you would in college. Internships or even getting paid to do internships paid or unpaid, either way, if you're not getting paid, you are not losing money compared to college, but you're still learning a heck of a lot more. Or if you have a paid internship or paid job, you are making money and you are learning about your field. Majors like business just don't make sense because you learn more in the first month of your job than you would have in your whole entire college career. I learned more in my internship from freshman year than I ever have in advertising throughout all of college. So this is the final con. I did 3 pros, 3 cons, just to keep it even. But you get indoctrinated to the max. Now, I don't want to get into politics on this channel, but the one-sided view in college is insane. Most colleges have one point of view, and nowadays I have a lot of classes that if you present an opposing view, they get extremely mad and they are starting to take opinion as fact. Even my teachers are starting to think that their opinion is now fact, and they can't have a dialogue. They can't be wrong. You just get indoctrinated whatever these teachers believe, and it's all pretty much one way of thinking. You just have to believe the same, and if you don't, then you're gonna get a bad grade. I've had multiple assignments where I did really well in them, I believe, but because I proposed a different viewpoint than they had, while I had great facts and evidence to back it up, I still got a worse grade just because of my point of view. Indoctrination in the college system is insane, and it's happening, and I see it every day in all my classes. Now let's get into whether I think it's worth it to go to college or not. After seeing these pros and these cons, do I think that it is worth it to go to college? Now, if you are a STEM major, I think it is perfectly awesome for you to go to college. I think it's a great idea. You'll make your money back in a STEM major for sure, no doubt. We need those innovative thinkers. I think it's great for you guys to go to college. I still think it should be cheaper than it is because the administration makes too much money, but that's an idea for another video. But if you're going to college for a comm major like I am, business major like Kyle is, I don't think it's a great idea to go to college, and here's why. The amount of student debt that you come out of college with is going to cripple you, especially if you're in a business career. Say you want to start a business and you have $30,000 student debt. That's the average. I think it's more for a lot of out-of-state people and stuff like that. But if you come out of college with $30,000 in debt, how are you going to start a business? You need a lot of money to start a business, successfully anyway. And it just doesn't make sense. If you want to be in business, why would you go to college? And comm majors, it makes no sense. I'm just here to get my degree to make my mother and dad happy. And I get good grades and I take it seriously because they have paid this money to get me here, and I'm very grateful. But if I wasn't getting this paid for, there's no way I would be here because it just doesn't make sense from a financial standpoint, and the costs just keep rising. So those are my views. If you're in a STEM major, I think it's great for you to go to college. If you're in a major like I am, I don't think it's good unless your parents paid for it and want you to have a backup plan. I'm very blessed and grateful that I get to go to college to have this fallback, but I have way bigger dreams than working in something related to a communication field. So that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you think I'm just dead wrong, let me know in the comment section below why I'm so wrong or why I'm right. I want to engage with you guys. So yeah, subscribe. I think it's now 64% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed. So you might as well subscribe because we're putting out content on investing, just online business, everything you could want. So yeah, leave a subscribe down below, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video.